When this bodybuilder asked Levan who his most difficult to beat opponent was throughout his career, Levan's answer was not Artem Gasparini or Devon Larratt. Hello, I'm wrestling fans. In today's video, we are going to discuss East versus West 12 updates, then YouTube laying the smackdown on a couple of channels, and finally, Levan Saginashvili's comeback update, his forearm size, wrist size, his current weight, and who does he think the most difficult opponent for him was. Few days ago, this question was posted on the Arm Wrestling Engin group. Okay guys, who are your 3 athletes who you want to see on East versus West that haven't been on there yet? And surprisingly, Engin himself answered this question. Arsen Liliev, Petro Margarinth, and Leonidas Arcona. So Engin also posted this a few days ago. Someone dangerous from the Caucasian region started to train his pronator to make a strong comeback. So it's quite clear that Arsen Liliev, Petro and Leonidas, all of these 3 are going to compete at East versus West 12. Arsen's opponent is Brad Grundy, as already announced by Engin Terzi, and Petro is most likely going to face Todd Hutchings because Engin has been talking about that match for almost a year now. And Leonidas Arcona is going to face Schoolboy on the same event. I've already made a video about that, so please check that out as well. In the last video, I showed Paul Italia's comment about Jerry competing at East versus West 12. We kind of speculated that the opponent can be Artem Morozov. Engin clarified in his latest livestream that Jerry will not be competing at East versus West 12. He said there is going to be a super heavyweight match at the same event, and the winner of that match is going to face Jerry in the July East versus West event. So that will be kind of a qualifying match to face Jerry Big Daddy Cadrat. Who are these 2 arm wrestlers? This is something that Engin hasn't clarified or announced yet. Maybe he's waiting for King of the Table 10 to finish and then we'll get to know. So Engin also posted the East versus West super heavyweight rankings, and as usual, wherever there are rankings, there are some controversies. Please take a look at this photo, the entire rankings card. So Engin answered these questions. How come Jerry is number 3? Maybe that be because until his last match, he was the champion beating Gennady and Svetkov. So Engin doesn't really have any other option but to rank Gennady Quickvinia really highly. He cannot go by who can potentially beat Jerry. He just goes by the results that have already been proven. And this was Engin's strategy for most part. He only used to pay attention to the results, but lately he also started involving some feelings and his own calculations in the rankings, and that's why things have started going more controversial. Where is Kamil in top 10 left? Why would Kamil be ranked top 10? Because he never pulled a single match at East versus West lefty, so that's the reason why he isn't ranked. But that's kind of confusing. Engin is saying that Reno beat Kamil, who lost to Matyushenko, but the reality is that Kamil is the one who has the last victory over Reno Masic. They're kind of equal, as I've already discussed in one of my videos. If we go by who beat who, then I think the latest victory should count more. Where is Devon in left-handed rankings? Because he has not pulled, so that makes sense. The only argument that can be accepted is Denis Siplenkov's rankings. There were many questions, how can Denis be ranked so high? Well, it is not really that high. He's at number 6, but he hasn't won any single match yet. And the reason that Engin is giving is that he gave Devon a much more tougher match than Artem Gasparini and some other opponents. Well, that's kind of a weird way to look at the rankings, but rankings are impossible to do. Even with as many super matches as Engin is providing us, he is kind of helpless. He has to show 10 guys on the rankings, and doing them in the absolute correct manner without offending anyone is absolutely impossible. Artem Tereno posted this on Facebook just a few hours ago. As of yesterday, YouTube has removed my channel completely. The catalog, the access to other channels I worked with, premium access, etc., everything is gone. As crushed as I am, I'm excited for the new beginnings. So this is what YouTube said. We reviewed your channel carefully and we have confirmed that it violates our harmful and dangerous policy. So looks like he isn't getting his channel anytime back soon. And there was one more channel, the Concrete Elbow channel. His monetization was also removed by YouTube. And finally, we have Levan Saginashvili doing a heavy back workout in his preparation for the Devon Larratt match. His wrist size was 28 centimeters. forearms were 53 centimeters, almost 21 inches. That is already insane. And Levan's body weight is 180 kilos. Well, some people are saying that Levan should lose weight, he should work on endurance more to prepare for this Devon match. I do not agree. And judging by Levan's weight, he also doesn't seem to be very much interested in losing weight and gaining more endurance. Because I believe the only way Levan is going to match Devon's endurance is by being so strong that endurance doesn't even matter in the first place. If he decides to get in an endurance, a stamina battle, it is going to end horribly bad for Levan. In this video, he even broke the East versus West strap while training with Sandro Lebadze. So he was handling Sandro even on the left arm pretty comfortably. And Sandro is someone who was able to take Sandris Chedis's wrist at WAF. He didn't beat him, but he was able to top roll his wrist. That kind of shows the level that Levan is at even with his left arm, even without training it too much. And that's why Engin was recently saying that Levan, even at 90% of his left, can still be very close to the #1 guy in the world. Levan even looked a little bit concerned because at that time when he was doing that workout, Devon had pneumonia. He even talked with Devon, shared the screenshots. He wants to beat the best version of Devon Larratt that ever existed, just like he did back in 2022. In another video, Levan did a leg workout on Tazo Bochoreshvili's YouTube channel. Well, some experts say that if you want to build an overall greater foundation for strength, a great physique, to be able to get stronger, you need to train legs as well. While this isn't applicable to the guys who are competing in a limited weight category in arm wrestling, it is for sure beneficial for the guys who are in the super heavyweights if somehow they're able to find some time to train their legs. And maybe this can get Levan even stronger, as this guy was explaining in the videos. And maybe we are going to see a completely different version of Levan Saginashvili. Levan was asked by him who was his toughest to beat opponent throughout his entire career. And I was expecting Levan to name Hermes Gasperini because he was the only one who kind of stopped Levan in a couple of rounds. Well, Levan said it was Gennady Quickvinia. So he went back before the age of these super matches, before the era of super matches. Levan said that they were the two who were battling it out for the title and they weren't much concerned about any others in their weight category because these two were ahead of everyone else, and that's how they increased each other's level at that time. Both of these legends got injured in 2023, but luckily and fortunately both of them are making a comeback in 2024. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.